Hey Grace, this is our mini video series Hoping God, and I just want to pick up today on something that we touched on Sunday morning. We looked at a little verse from Ephesians which speaks about who we are as Christians. To be a Christian isn't to be a religious person. It's not to be someone who thinks they're better than other people. To be a Christian is to enter into a full kind of relationship with God through Jesus. It's to know complete forgiveness of the past and to know what it is to say God is my Father, and for it to really mean something. And I just want to pick up on that this morning because there's this incredible verse in the Psalm 147, where it says that God determines the number of the stars. And that comes just a verse after God saying he heals the brokenhearted and he binds up their wounds. And it's like this incredible God who knows the number of the stars in the universe. I mean, we don't even see a fraction of the universe with the human eye, but God knows every star in all of creation, knows them in a sense by name and number. And it's the same God who heals the brokenhearted and binds up the wound. And it reminds me a little bit of what Jesus said. I don't know if you remember what Jesus said. He said, even the very hairs on your head are numbered. What does that mean? Well, he carried on and he said, fear not, therefore. Fear not, therefore. You are of more value than many sparrows. What does it mean that God numbers the hairs on your head? It doesn't just mean he kind of pays interest for you. It doesn't just mean he knows everything about you. That in itself wouldn't be massively comforting. But what Jesus is saying is this is how valued you are. Right down to your individual hairs on your head. He values you, every part of you, every fibre of your being. In times of difficulty, we tend to get fixated on what may be, what could be, what isn't. But today, I want to encourage you to think about what is. And Jesus came that we would know the cast iron certainty of calling God Father. Not just in some kind of symbolic or grand sense, but a Father who cares intimately for his children. A Father who values them more than anyone values anything. The God who numbers the stars, numbers the hairs on your head, and one of those hairs is more precious to him than all the stars in the sky. That's what it is to be a Christian. And so today I encourage you, fix your mind on what is, not what may be, not what you don't have or what you will never have. Fix your mind on what today is yours through Jesus, that Jesus, the Son of the Father, has shared his sonship with you. It's like today he's calling your name and he's saying, come on in, enter into my sonship, enter into all the privileges of me being the older son, enter into all the privileges of me knowing my Father as Father, and call him Father just like I do. That's why Jesus, when he taught his disciples to pray, he said, pray like this, our Father. It was like Jesus was inviting them into the family. And he would ultimately do that through his death. If you've ever wondered why was it really that Jesus died, ultimately it was so that we could be part of him, so that we could share in his life through his resurrection. Jesus today invites you into the family to call God Father, not in a symbolic way, not just in a metaphorical way, not in some sense that God is big and he's the father of all creation, but no, in as personal a way as Jesus called his Father, Father, we get to call him Father. Isn't that mind-blowing? Isn't that an awesome reality? Well, today it's your reality, and it's more certain than the air you breathe because of Jesus' death and resurrection. God bless you. Enjoy that truth. Delight in it. Call him Father, and know the worth and the value that he places on his children through Jesus. God bless you.